ICE, do you guys know in agriculture and manufacturing was that ICE are setting booby traps, continue to right? Hey folks, how's it going? Welcome to the Solo International channel. I told you guys I would be on here. I'm still posting things over at TikTok, and over there I actually announced the other day, for folks that are still over there on TikTok with me, that I'm back in the game. So I'm back in the game. Yeah. Now, on this channel here on YouTube, my intentions are not to continuously talk about politics. Okay? That's not going to happen because there's so many other things that I want to talk about, and I don't want to like paint myself in a corner where folks who on TikTok actually tuned in only to hear me talk about politics. So I'm not going to do that on here. So I have the flexibility on here on YouTube to talk about a whole breadth of things, right? And I started doing that on TikTok for you guys that are still following me over there. You guys know I've been doing that, talking about everything from science to everything, and any type, sports. Sometimes I'll come on and talk about sports. Sometimes I'll talk about current events like what's going on with the Diddy trial, even though I'm trying not to get too involved in that. I don't do a whole bunch of gossiping, but you know. So let me give you guys, if the folks that follow me on TikTok, let me give you guys a little update on what's going on right now in the current news when it comes to politics. So out in California, I'm sure you guys are aware that there are protests that are going on against ICE. Okay. And I made a video about this over on TikTok. If you want to go over there and check it out. Some folks, if you guys have just given up on TikTok, I don't blame you, and that's cool. Okay, so I'm gonna reiterate. I'm gonna go over what I talked about in that video. So here's the deal. Check this out. So the title of that video was that ICE are setting booby traps for the undocumented workers. You say booby trap? Yeah. So here's the deal. So the United States government had put out a notice, citations to the undocumented workers that they needed to come to court to clear themselves of what was going on in terms of being undocumented. Okay. So these folks decided, well, I don't want to be arrested by ICE, and I don't want to be deported. So these folks started turning up in courts. Okay? Follow me so far? So they go to court, and it turns out that most of these cases are being dismissed. And the reason that they're being dismissed is because the judges are saying the mere fact that you've turned yourself in, we're going to let you go back to work because we know that you are productive here in this community. And then they have to go through other paperwork, but the case, they're not going to go to jail. The case is dismissed. So when they walk out of the courtroom, guess who's hanging out around the corner? ICE, because of diaper pants. Yeah, that guy has now put in place that these folks need to be arrested on the spot. And so a trap was set for these folks. And so now, of course, the word is back out there. Don't go to the court. They're telling their friends, co-workers. Speaking of co-workers, do you guys know that California has the fourth largest economy in the world? I didn't know that. In the world. And so most of these folks are working in agriculture and manufacturing, right? And so I said in that video, now that this is happening, and they're arresting these folks. The trap has been set. They're going to go further underground. Okay? And if these folks continue to arrest them and put them and get them deported out here, they're calling it the pipeline now and getting these folks deported, walking out of the courtroom. I said in the video, I said, so who's going to get out in those fields? Who's going to do that? I'm not going to do that. Are you going to do that? So I'm just wondering what this administration, what are they thinking about? What are they thinking? So that's what that video was about. I just wanted to come over here and tell you. And see, I was trying to recall what I said, but the video is much funnier. You need to go check it out. So here's another thing. This is a video I just made. I actually made it this morning. I watch Lawrence O'Donnell when I wake up in the morning. I turn on YouTube. They do a replay of his show in the morning, just the highlights from his show. So this morning I woke up and I see the thumbnail, and it's got I'm looking on YouTube, right? It's got a thumbnail of him and Rachel Maddow, and I'm like, okay, that should be interesting. So of course I click on it, and so what they were talking about was they were talking about that this guy, Diaper Pants, 2020, said out his face that only governors have the what's the word I want to use? Only the governors can let the president know, I would like for you, Mrs. President, Lady President, Mr. President, to call the National Guard. Only the governors have that. And he said it out of his own face. I did it. Go to TikTok. If I know if you don't have it, I'm sorry. But I actually have a video of it. I should have it on here. I should do it on here. But I have a video of him actually saying it. And so here he is. He's breaking the law again. Doesn't he have like 34 convictions? What the hell is going on here? But we know what's going on. We know what's going on. But then the other part of the video that I made this morning, this is kind of just the overview of what I've been doing here lately since I'm back in the game. I was cruising around on the TikTok streets, right? Looking around on TikTok. And I kept coming across these videos of trains full of armored vehicle, military equipment, the big stuff, M1 tanks, the big gear, our big stuff. And they kept showing, I'm looking at now, of course, now I'm in a rabbit hole now. So I'm looking at all these videos, and these are folks all over the country. Long trains full of military equipment. And I'm thinking, and so of course I jump in the comments and folks are like, are we going to war? And, people are tripping, right? So I thought about it, right? Back to Rachel Maddow and Lawrence O'Donnell. So Rachel Maddow, she said it, and she said it really quick, right? She said, well, is that what's going to happen when in Washington, they're going to tear up all the pavement, the streets in Washington, D.C.? And then I was thinking, and I put it, I was like, you know me. I try to pattern guy, right? Tear up the streets in Washington, D.C. And then I see all these videos about So of course I get online, Chat GPT. If you're not utilizing that, get on that. And all of the AI that's out there, DeepSeek, Gemini, all of it. There's plenty of them out there. Get on it. I'm telling you, it will change your life. So anyway, I get in there. I said, is there something going on with the military in Washington, D.C.? What's June 14th, scheduled military parade. So this guy, Diaper Pants, since he can't do martial law, and he's getting nervous now, he's kind of panicking right now because he's not getting his way because he really wants to put martial law in effect. That's really what he wants to do. So now he's flexing. He's flexing now. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pretend like I'm a dictator, and I'm going to do what the other dictators do. Even though I got my little handbook right here, I can't do martial law yet. So what I'm going to do, even though the world knows that we have the most powerful military on the planet of all time, I'm going to flex and let my people know, because I know the world knows, I'm going to let my people know that we're strong. So I'm going to put all our tanks in the streets in Washington, D.C. on June 14th, and I'm going to flex. Come on, man. So that's what she was talking about. I had no idea. So get ready for that, because that's going to be a circus. All right, that's going to be a circus. I got to tune in. I got to watch it. So anyway, thank you for joining me. We've got a lot more coming on this channel. I promise you, this is just the start. And I can't wait to go live to meet the folks that came over here from TikTok. And then for the new folks that came and subscribed here on YouTube. So I'm appreciating you. Thank you so much. My name is Solo, and this is the Solo International Channel.